Hey guys, so I was recently sent a PR package from Dermablend. It came in here. There's all sorts of amazing goodies in here. I have not really tried anything from Dermablend brand before, so I am really curious to see how some of these products work on the skin. If you're curious to see what I'm trying out and how they work, then just keep watching. Okay, so So inside this box was the Dermablend Power Setter 2-in-1 Set and Refresh Makeup Setting Spray. We have the Flawless Creator Multi-Use Liquid Pigments, which I believe are like a foundation, a really highly pigmented like liquid foundation. It says safely covers imperfections, redness, hyperpigmentation, uneven skin tone. Blendable, buildable, customizable, high performance pigments, results you can see instantly. They sent the Smooth Liquid Camo Medium Coverage Concealer, a loose setting powder in Cool Beige, and a Glow Creator in Pearl. So this is what we're going to be trying today, and I pulled out a new brush from Sonia Kashuk. This is part of their limited edition paddle brush set. So we're going to be using this one today for the foundation to see how that works and kind of try out both. So let's jump right in. Okay, so we're going to start off with this foundation. Oil-free, lightweight, evens and smooths out skin. Use with their setting powder for 16-hour wear. Shake well, wear alone or mix with skincare, finger blend or buff with a brush. It says that you can use 1 to 4 drops. 1 would be for the lightest coverage and 4 would be for the maximum coverage right here. So let's open these up. I have 10N and 37N, so hopefully I will be somewhere in between these two. Glass bottle, it sounds like. That's dangerous for me. Actually, this shade might be fine by itself. See, this is 37N. Those droppers, I'm not a big fan of droppers because I feel like they never get much product in them, but this one seems pretty good. All right, so it said 1 to 4 drops, and I don't know if that means 1 to 4 drops per section or for your face. So let's start with 2. 1, 2. That's what it looks like right there. And I think it must mean per section because 2 drops is not going to be enough to do the entire face. Wait, it feels so lightweight on the skin, you can't even tell you're wearing makeup. And it's blending out so easily. Okay, and last 2, so I used about 6 drops for the face, but still, that's not really very much. I usually put like a giant blob on the back of my hands, so 6 drops is not bad for the entire face. And I actually might have too much here. So I'll just go back and build it up. Okay, so here is 6 drops on the entire face. My first impressions of this brush, I don't like how it widens at the bottom because when I'm grabbing it, this part is digging into my hand. So I wish it was either thinner down here or thicker up here to grab because it's not very thick to grab and hold on to. So I wish that this part was thicker and this part was thinner. But as far as spreading out the makeup, it did a good job. I'm gonna look up closer in just a second. It did a really nice job of spreading it out, and it looks like it matches me perfectly. I don't think I'm gonna need this lighter color at all right now, so I will put that away for the winter when my skin is paler. I probably could have gone darker actually, now that I'm looking at it. But my skin is pretty dry right now. I've been doing some retinol treatments at night, and it's really been drying my skin off, so I'm taking a couple day break because my skin was actually peeling from all of the retinol product. So if my skin looks a little dry around here, it's because of that. It's not because of this product. But otherwise, it looks really nice. I don't even feel like it has to be set. Okay, it does. There's a little bit of transfer onto the skin, so it does still need to be set. But let's move on to product number 2, which is their concealer. These are the Smooth Liquid Camo Medium Coverage Concealers. I have light and fair. Since I'm wearing a 37 shade foundation, I have a feeling light will probably work, but let's take a look. This is fair, and this is light. Yeah, we could probably get away with light. It says, provides localized medium coverage for minor to moderate skin issues, rosacea, redness, under eye circles, hyperpigmentation, and acne scars. Contains camo pigments for 16 hours of color wear, lightweight texture with matte finish, all-day hydration, suitable for sensitive skin, never cakey or masky. Masky? Yeah, it says masky. That's cute. I think that'll be fine. I'm going to be using the small oval brush to blend out the concealer. But I don't really think I like this for concealer. I don't really like this for concealer, so I'm going to use my Maybelline Face Studio sponge. Okay, it says medium coverage. I would say probably correct. Everything seems a bit lighter than I expected it to be. Like, this looks really dark, but then on my skin, it looks a little bit lighter than my skin. And these I thought would be too dark as well, but they're also a little bit light. So I would say that the products run a little bit on the light side. So go maybe a hair darker than you think. That's just my personal observation. Of course, go ahead and head to Ulta and try them in the store to see what works for you. Why don't we try the setting powder next? Like I said, it's just a little tacky. This is cool beige, so I probably will not use this under the eyes, but we can try to set everywhere else. This powder says, formulated with a weightless micronized powder, locks in Dermablend makeup to ensure smudge resistance and enhance wearability for up to 16 hours of consistent color wear. Transparent upon application, this powder blends smoothly to mattify complexion and leave skin looking flawless, an ultimate essential step to finish a coverage routine fragrance-free. All right, so this is the shade, and it says it is translucent, but it comes in several colors. It comes in, I believe, translucent. It comes in cool beige. It comes in a darker shade. I think there's 4 shades total. So let's check this out. And it comes with a really cute puff, okay, which is shedding. I don't think I'm going to use this on my makeup. Sorry, guys. I mean, look at all this. Look at all this fuzz coming out of this. Like, it's just shedding like crazy. So I don't think I'm going to use this because I'm going to have fuzz all over my face if I do that. This is the shade right there. Okay, so let's give it a try. I'm going to tap out some into the lid. This is what it looks like. I'm just going to use a Cosmetics Chic powder brush and just kind of lightly dust it on. It looks quite thick, like it's really sticking to the brush. Okay, so far I've set this side and this side I have not set. It does look nice and smooth. There's something going on with my makeup right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see this. I have like these lines in my face. Perhaps it's from wearing my sleep mask last night. I'm not sure. But I have these two lines in my face where like nothing's sticking to. So it's not the makeup, it's the face. I feel like it did make it get a little bit darker, but that's really fine for my current skin tone. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest. Okay, so the face is set. This side, it feels like I feel like it filled in my pores on my cheek a lot better than this side, so perhaps I just need to get a little bit more powder in here. Yes. Okay, so it does seem to kind of like smooth out my pores on my cheeks, which is nice. I haven't set the under eye area yet. I'm gonna smooth it out and put a lighter, brighter powder underneath, but I don't have one from Dermablend. It looks nice and it doesn't look cakey. I feel like I'm seeing patches where the powder stuck to and it looks a little bit darker. So if you don't fully coat your face in powder, you might see darker patches since this is a tinted powder. You will see the spots that you miss and the spots that go on a bit heavier. So be aware of that, or perhaps use a puff. I mean, something similar to this, but I'm not going to be using this. All right, so that's the face. Let me do the under eyes and I'll be right back. Okay, so the under eyes are set. I ended up using a little bit of the Bare Minerals. I think it's called like the Invisible Powder Duo under the eyes. It's just like a translucent white powder. It doesn't have a tint, so I thought that would be better for the under eyes. Next, let's move on to the multi-use liquid highlighter. It says, blend and build for custom luminous glow from subtle to full radiance. Mix into your favorite beauty product or wear alone. For all skin types, shake well, wear alone with a highlight effect, mix with foundation or any skincare for all over glow. Blend with fingers. It says 1 drop minimum, 2 drops maximum. Anyone see a similarity between the L'Oreal bottle and this one? I mean, I guess all of them are essentially going to be the same. Here's the Mini Cover FX one. They're essentially all going to be glass bottles with droppers. I guess you can't really get too original with packaging there. I feel like my face is too dark with this powder. I'll have to look at it in daylight, but right now it's like a cloudy, gloomy day, so it may be hard to tell. All right, let's see what this glow looks like. It looks like a pinky pearl. It's shade pearl. It looks like it's been opened a million times or else it leaked. I mean, look how crusty this packaging is. And it's brand new. All right, so here is the glow color. That's pretty. That might actually be too light for my skin though. We'll try. I'll try blending it out with the bottom of my sponge. Okay, pretty patchy on top of powder, so maybe that's not the way to go. Okay, that's a little bit better. So put it on your sponge, not directly on the face. If you apply it directly on the face, it kind of grabs at the spots that you originally place it. But putting it on a dampened sponge, it makes it easier to blend around. Here is the light, like pinky pearl glow that it gives you. I do think this is a little too light for my skin tone right now. I feel like I need something a little bit warmer, maybe a little bit more gold, a little more peach. This is more of like an icy pink highlight, which will be really pretty in the winter, but maybe not for this skin tone. All right, so let's go ahead and even up the other side. Okay, so you can see the glow on the cheeks. It's just a very light, kind of pale glow to the cheeks. I don't have bronzer or blush on my face right now, just the foundation, the powder, the concealer, and the highlight right now. So my skin feels nice and soft. The color looks even. It's not looking cakey in any areas right now. It's not settling into any lines yet. Oh, this highlight really is not working well on top of powder, guys. Like I'm seeing little bits and pieces of like thick areas of highlight. So this is probably best on cream products, not on top of powders. Just keep that in mind. This cheek looks fine, but the nose, the Cupid's bow, and this cheek all have like patches of more highlighted areas. So I'm going to do the final step here and do the Power Setting 2-in-1 Set and Refresh Makeup Spray. This one just says formulated with aloe. 2-in-1 acts as a long-lasting makeup setting spray and instantly refreshes complexion for a just applied makeup look. It says shake well, close eyes, and mist face 4 to 6 times in an X and T motion. Avoid spraying directly into eyes and lips. So let's wipe off the lip makeup before I set it. Let's see what the sprayer looks like. Oh, good, nice and fine. All right, it said 4 to 6 times. Ready? It smells a lot like the, I want to say the Revlon, what's it called? The Photo Finish spray. It smells a lot like the Revlon one. Hint of lemon. Maybe that's what the aloe smells like. I don't think I've ever smelled aloe. Hint of lemon. It smells a little bit like Sun-In or a little bit like blonde sprays for your hair. That's what it smells like. Okay, it said that this will give you a just applied makeup look. It did add some of the dew back to the skin. So my skin does look a bit more glowy. So it's not advertised as a glowing setting spray, but I do think that it added the glow back to my face. So that works. All right, so let me give you my first impressions of these products. I really like this Flawless Creator Multi-Use Liquid Pigment Drop Foundation, or whatever you want to call it. They're not marketing it as a foundation, but that's essentially what it is for me. It was lightweight. It applied beautifully. It worked really well with these oval sponges. I will try it with a beauty blender or makeup sponge at a future date to see how that works. I do think that the color is maybe a little too light, so I might need to go up to like the next shade up for my summer color, but you know, it's almost fall already, so the color will be fading soon. So I really like this. Lightweight, you can barely tell you have it on. Beautiful coverage, I would say like a medium coverage, but as the box mentioned, it is buildable. The concealers are fine. I'm not blown away. I prefer more of a full coverage, hydrating under eye concealer. So I'd probably find something else to wear with it, but I like the foundation so far. The concealer, on the fence about, but I didn't particularly enjoy applying it with this little oval brush, so perhaps that was my problem. The powder is nice. I feel like it smoothed things out. Because it is tinted, you have to be careful that you're applying it evenly. Otherwise, I feel like it adds color to certain parts of your face and not others, which is not what you want. So just make sure you apply it evenly around the face to avoid that. But the powder seems to be nice, and we'll see if it locks it in for 16 hours. It is 7 a.m. here, so I should be able to check back with you in 16 hours. The highlight drops, this shade is too light for my current skin tone, but I believe they do have others. The dropper works nicely. I have no complaints about the formula. It just didn't apply well on top of powder. So use this on a cream product before you powder your face. That's my suggestion. And the last product is the Power Setter 2-in-1. Has like a little bit of like a lemony Sun-In type of fragrance, which I really don't mind if it works. It added the glow back to my cheeks and my forehead, which I like. So it does give you that like freshly done makeup look, which is nice without being like overly dewy. So I like this. It's like a good middle of the road setting spray. If you don't want matte and you don't want like super dewy, it's a good option. So this is the way that the foundation looks under all of the products with my face fully done. So let me give you a close-up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first impressions of the Dermablend products. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.